All right, let's dive right into this rapid, high-yield explainer. Today, we're breaking down organizational structures and power dynamics, absolutely crucial stuff for crushing your ACCA business and technology exam.
So how exactly does a business coordinate all its internal chaos? Well, every company needs a formal structure. It's the blueprint that defines who does what, coordinates the daily grind, and, most importantly, establishes exactly who holds the authority. By definition, an organizational structure is the formal system determining how activities are coordinated, controlled, and grouped. And getting this right is a huge deal. It literally impacts everything from basic operational efficiency all the way down to how motivated the staff feels. Okay, let's look at the first framework, the functional structure. This is where staff are grouped by their specific professional function. Like the marketing team or the finance department. It leans heavily on specialist knowledge and a very clear chain of command. For the exam, you need to remember the trade-offs here. The massive pro is efficiency. You're making great use of resources and technical know-how. But the con? You risk creating these isolated departmental silos, which means poor overall coordination and a really sluggish response to market changes. Next up, we have the divisional structure. Instead of functions, the organization divides itself up by specific products, markets, or geographic regions. Think of them as semi-autonomous mini-companies, each packing their own internal resources. Now, why do this? Well, you get incredibly fast local decision-making and hyper-focused attention on specific markets. The catch, though, is the cost. You end up duplicating functions and resources across all those divisions, which drives administrative costs right through the roof. Then things get interesting with the matrix structure. This is basically an overlay. Staff actually have dual reporting lines, typically reporting to both a functional manager and a separate project manager. It's really designed for maximum flexibility.
But wait, who do you actually report to? Here is a major exam warning. Having two bosses can easily create ambiguity, confusion, and serious conflict over priorities. Making a matrix work requires absolutely stellar communication.
Now let's pivot to how power flows. Centralization keeps decision-making authority tightly concentrated at the very top, great for strict control and consistency. Decentralization, on the other hand, pushes that authority down the chain, empowering local managers to make faster, on-the-ground decisions.
Related to that is the span of control. This simply means the number of subordinates who report directly to a single manager. It's a critical concept because it directly dictates a manager's workload and physically shapes the entire hierarchy of the business.
To picture that, a wide span of control naturally creates a flat organizational structure, which really speeds up communication. But if you have a narrow span of control, it forces a tall structure, meaning you get much closer supervision, but decisions take a lot longer to travel up and down the chain.
Let's bring it all together. Functional structures are best for pure efficiency. Divisional structures are your go-to for tailored market focus, and matrix structures give you that project-driven flexibility, even if it means risking some reporting conflicts. So, what does this all mean for you? Businesses have to balance their size, strategy, and environment when making these choices. Master these key structural trade-offs, and you are absolutely ready to dominate your ACCA BT exam.